trend. Now be careful with them tweezers, man. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is actually my first video, so we'll see how much better I get from here. Today, I'll be showing you how I do my eyebrows. It's quarantine. I'm in Dallas, Texas. Usually people be complaining, oh, it's quarantine, I can't get my eyebrows done. I couldn't get my eyebrows done before quarantine because the closest eyebrow threader sucks. One of my eyebrows was great. The other one was hideous, and it looked like she was nervous and didn't want to get the rest of the hairs. Quick tip, if you notice that there's extra hairs left, do not tell the threader, because if they couldn't get it the first time, I don't think you want them to go back another time and get too much hair, because they're clearly not qualified to be doing your eyebrows. I literally have somebody I go to in Arundel Mills. It's a outlet mall. It's called Arundel Mills in Maryland, and she has a nub and an arm, and she has done my eyebrows better than anyone else in my entire life. I would not stop going to her. Yeah, so that's that. Now, for these quarantine eyebrows, let's get right on in. So the first thing you do is you brush them out. I have like 3 mirrors I'm dealing with, so hopefully you guys can see. I have very thin eyebrows. I get it from my mama, my beautiful mother, who you guys might see one day on camera, but she hates cameras, so we'll see if that actually happened. So the first thing I do is I get my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I really don't know if you guys can see this, but it's my Anastasia Brow Wiz. It has a brush on it. I forgot. I haven't done my makeup in a minute because, you know, been stuck in the house. By the way, I was a server at a restaurant. It's called BJ's Brewhouse. BJ's Brewhouse and Restaurants. I don't know. Something like that. But anyways, I was a server there. You know, all servers are like jobless because you don't need servers and nobody to serve. What I'm doing right now is like using the paper towel to sharpen the pen. I don't do this normally unless it's very round because I hate using a round pen. I'm calling this a pen. Isn't this a crayon? Yeah, it's called a crayon. You know what I mean. But yeah, so now I have a nice little sharp point. My eyebrows, and you just go right on in. Hopefully y'all can see this, but right here is where my eyebrow starts, but it's no hair. So I start where it's thicker, and then I go across. And make sure when you go across that you're going along the invisible line of your eyebrow. Now my eyebrows are very grown in. I've actually also been putting castor oil on them since I'm in the house, so that since they're growing, they can grow as thick as they can before I tweeze them. And I've been putting castor oil on them for like a week. And they're still thin, but I mean they could be thinner. I don't like that. I'm very picky about my eyebrows. Someone who I look up to when it comes to eyebrows is trend. I don't know how thin her real eyebrows are because she says she always at least has a brow on, which usually tells you thin eyebrows. Someone who always has a brow, does a brow, usually has thin eyebrows because, you know, yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so trend, yeah. I had seen something, I think it was an interview, and she was talking about how she always has a brow. And it was ironic she was saying that because I was looking at her eyebrows talking about how like amazing they look. So that means she basically does it from scratch. Because if she doesn't have much to work with and she can get her eyebrows like that, then that's great. I like natural as possible. Okay, so I just did the top real quick. I might as well do the other side. And you guys are about to see the method to my madness, because I do the top first, like I outline the top first, but then I start at the bottom. But the reason I do that is because I get carried away sometimes, and I will literally, I'm sharpening it a little more. Someone can go ahead and tell me I'm wasting it, whatever they want, but I'm doing what I do. Or they can tell me it's a great idea that I came up with without anybody's help, and I'll be like, yay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I outline the top, and then I start plucking at the bottom, just because sometimes when I'm plucking, like I'll get in the zone, and I'll literally get in the zone to where I forget that I'm trying to take my time, and I'll be at the bottom and I'll start at the top, and I'll be like, shoot, that wasn't supposed to be plucked. So if I already have it lined, if I get carried away, then I'm less likely to, you know, pluck a hair I need, because I'll already be able to see it clear. Hopefully that was a good explanation, but right now I'm just picking the bottom. Oh, it hurts. Make sure you have that paper towel, that same paper towel you sharpen the crayon with them little hairs on it. Ooh. And go right ahead, rip a piece and wipe some hairs away with it. Right now, I didn't line the bottom because I have too much hair at the bottom. So I'm getting hair that's clearly not part of my eyebrow out of the way before I line the bottom, because you can tell. Unless you're trying to have them Nike check mark eyebrows, you don't want all this hair. I think I hear my dog snoring. Whew. Speaking of my dog, go check out her channel called Keeping Up with Kilo. She's the cutest little baby, and she's a hot mess. Ooh. It like hurts, but it's also very satisfying because you know you get crazy wacko hairs out the way. Okay, once you start feeling like you don't really know where you're plucking or if you should pluck it, then go ahead and stop. Use a little piece of paper towel you rip, wipe the little hairs off. Kind of white part of the line, but I'm always end up having to fix the tail on because I have no hairs on my tail. So it like sticks to nothing. Anywho, brush it a little more again just in case you moved it around. And then start doing the line underneath. Now I've kind of done my eyebrows, but not really. This is a rough drip, and it's close enough to what I would like. So now I'm gonna start plucking more underneath. It's time to flip it to the magnifying. Oh, by the way, I'm using this mirror. This is the magnified side, this is the wrong side. I'm using the magnified side right now. About that time. You're about to be able to see the mirror in a minute. Boom. Right now I'm resting my elbows on the counter. Be like that sometimes. See, one of my hardest things is getting in this nook right here. You don't want to go too far, but you want to get in there, otherwise you don't have that arch. And I have a natural arch, so not taken away from it. Getting in that nook. Almost forgot to get my unibrow. That was the easiest part. You didn't even have to look, really. Some of the hairs are really fine, though. That's the only thing. And don't go too far over here or over there. I say the key is to be patient. Look, those are wiping hairs and I'm just doing that. By the way, before I do all this, I wash and moisturize my face, so it's a must whenever you're doing something to your face. It's also a must to wash your hands before you touch your face, especially during Coronavirus! Corona is a miserable little trick, wants everyone to suffer. Okay. Already feeling good. This is what I say, when you feel like you're getting closer and closer to where you want it to be, step back, look at it in a big mirror, or flip the mirror to the normal side, and you're like, okay, it's getting there, and then go back in. Keep doing that. The farther you get into it, the more you should do it. You don't want to get carried away. It only takes one hair. Only takes the one hair to ruin it. Let's just make sure I don't do that today. Definitely gotta wipe this off. Okay, I just found a chunk of hair that I can take out, messing nothing up. Ooh, levels to this. I think I might have perfectly gone into the nook over here. That looks good. Now, I feel like it takes some messing up. Or not. You might be the person who can do it without messing up. Power to you. Now I'm gonna flip it. Look at my eyebrow. Now I'm gonna get in. Brush it. Make sure it's good. The zoom in mirror is great, but you can also see like where you need to work on bigger sections when you look at the regular mirror. Like you can see all these hairs under here that need to get fixed. A bunch of hairs on this side. Now, I don't like extra thick eyebrows because my actual eyebrows are extra thick. So I make them thin with kind of a darkness. I'm definitely gonna blend this in so it's not too dark. But yeah, I don't want my eyebrows to look too different from how they actually are because when you wipe it off, I don't want nobody like, what happened? Where'd they go? Get to this side. By the way, who are these tweezers by? These tweezers actually had like a plastic thing on it. It's the main brand. It was like a white and blue plastic thing, but it like fell off, and I'm glad it fell off because stuff can build up underneath it. So yeah, it was more of a grip thing. I suggest you remove it after a while and clean it if you have tweezers with the grip on it, because yeah, stuff picks up underneath. Anything with some type of grip or anything like that, make sure you can take it off if you can. Clean it because it comes way too close to your face to have stuff caking up inside of there. You don't want that. That's nasty. That's nasty. It's very nasty. Okay, some hair that won't go away. I won't bite too hard. Actually, I don't need to flip it yet because it's getting a little chunk over here. So if you're in the zone, go ahead and flip the hair off with your thumb. Thumb still isn't as good as a paper towel. Sometimes for the unibrow area, I wish I had wax. These hairs are so thin, it's annoying. Definitely want to get closer to the end of the tweezer to pick up thinner hairs, otherwise I might not pick them up. Now be careful with them tweezers, man. Don't accidentally get another hair. I done it. Okay, it's time to go to the regular side. I think this right here is done. Looks like perfect. Just need to know when to stop. Know when to stop. Can't say that enough. That paper towel. Brush it. Now we get back to this side. I already know which parts I'm gonna get. Make sure I get them right. Get them right. Get them right. Get them tight. Oh, that really hurt. That was a bad spot. I was about to order. Definitely over here sharpening the crayon some more. Whew, got this. Okay, now back to the normal side. I'm doing great today. Maybe it's the camera. Oh, I love these perfect lines. Okay, time for the top. Top is very quick, easy, but don't get too comfortable. Now I say the hard part of doing the top area is when you're near the tail, especially if you have a non-existent tail like mine, because you have determine what you'll leave and what you'll take. It's harder to determine that when you have less to work with. Bring it the normal side like that. Sharpen this pen up so we'll get actual point. I mean crayon. This side is done. It's done now. I'm messing with no more. Now when I want to perfect the tail, I'll just use some concealer. But it's done. Now for this side. Just sharpen the crayon again. And the line over top. Take a little bit of the crayon off. Just smudged. Kilo hush! She hard-headed, but I think she lives this time. So I'm using the regular end, the regular side of the mirror to just get all the obvious hairs. That way it's not overwhelming me when I flip it to the magnified side and just focus on the hard ones. Ow. I hate when I accidentally pinch myself. It's time to zoom in. I'm trying to get this weird hair at the end. So I'm getting the other two. I got it. Currently getting all the leftovers. I'm almost done. Okay. Don't want to get too close. That's the only one. Okay, I think that's the one here I can get. Two actually. Yeah, don't be afraid if you can't distinctly see what you want to get. Wipe it off and then draw it again, and then right after you draw it again, I guarantee you, you'll see every hair you want to get. Y'all can't tell me nothing. And then when I take these things over, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm about to take this off real quick so you can see how the actual eyebrows look. So here's my eyebrow before I take it off. The wipes I use. The moment of truth. I don't know why I have this. I think I'm waiting on it to thicken.
Yeah, I know I'll be wild and I came from the base. When I see a bag, I gotta chase it.